Right, boys and girls, welcome to one of my tips. Tip lights, talking about tips. We all need them in the winter, I like them. Which are the best ones and all that, there's always debates about it and cheap and all the rest. Now, I came up with a little idea. But I've seen a few sort of very similar. Some use pens and all sorts, but what I've done is you need to get yourself elastic band, a small one, that's a big one but I'll tell you why in a minute, some tape and a cigarette lighter. And the cigarette lighters that you need are the ones that you get out of the pound shop, 4 for £1. They have a little LED light in with a button on the side, so at night you can press it and you can see your cigarette. Now I ask you, but great for your little key in the door. What you do is, hopefully you can see where the button fits. I've taken it out and the LED that goes in there, but all you do is undo this little tiny screw there, take the tip off and then take the unit out. But before you take the unit out, that little button, get yourself a pen, push it right in. Otherwise when you take the unit out, that'll jam and it'll break the unit. So you push that right in first, pull the unit out. And we get the unit looks like that. And hopefully that will focus down. You can see it's got 3 batteries in there. One side is sealed, the other side's open so you can take the batteries out. Now what I do is I get a little bit of tape, put it round, seals the batteries in and won't come out, and it helps to weatherproof them. And the way it works is that little bit of metal there just makes that connection when it's pressed up against it. So what we do is we tape that, and I've taped it probably about inch and a half from the tip of my rod, pointing upwards obviously, and then once you've done that and it's fixed on, when you want to come to use it, when you go fishing, you need elastic band. I've got a big one here so you can see it, but you obviously get a smaller one. And all you do is wrap it round the tip and your rod obviously, till it makes the connection, and then away you go. Now you can see that, I'll show you mine in a minute, but that's a canny good light. Now when you've finished, all you have to do is unwrap that and you're saving your batteries. Now I'll show you mine on my rod. I'll show you how good they are. See if I can get past without falling over and knocking everything flying in the dark. Right. Now I think you can see that. My little light there shining away and what it's like, and if I shine it over there towards the back wall you can see there's a powerful little beam on these really, and even in the worst of weather and at distance you're going to see it. I'll shine it into the light so you can into the camera so you can see it, but you see beautiful little lights there, and all for 25p each. Now I'll put the light back on and then I'll show you this attached to the rod. And there you go. Now I've got on there obviously a big lagger band so you can see it, but I've just taped it, used black tape to tape the actual unit on, and then as I say, that to make the connection, the rubber band. I was brought up in North Yorkshire, and of course as you know, Yorkshiremen, we're only Scotsmen with the generosity taken away. We don't like spending money. So for 25p I think they're great, but how long are they going to last? Now I thought there's no point making these if they're only going to last half an hour and run out. So last Saturday, which is Saturday now, about 4 o'clock, and about 4 o'clock last Saturday I fixed one up in the house, and that's it. And you can see a little bit of tape there, protect the batteries, a little bit of black tape around there to make the connection, and as you can see that's still lit. It's not absolutely like it was 7 days ago, but that's been running continuous for 7 days, 24 hours. Now as I say, whether you break them, snap them, for transportation you obviously want a rod bag, or just be a little bit gentle with it, but if it snaps, 25p, who can whinge or moan. They say we don't like spending money, so cracking little deal. Nice little tip. Takes about 10 minutes to do. Absolutely brilliant. That's it. Cheers.